Critical Art Podcast with Clever Art and Jonyfraze. Get critical. Master the art. Fight.
Hello, everybody. You already know who it is. It's the Critical Art Podcast with your boy Klev and the God.
What up? It's Jonyfraze. What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling?
What's good?
Klev, yo, hi. First of all, before we get into the content, how you feeling, man? It's
I'm feeling great. You know, the holidays are among us, and I mean, granted, what's been going on with the world and COVID, I mean, I'm still in the holiday spirits, man. Even if it's 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
or not, or just video Zoom calls with the family. I love the holidays. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I love it, bro.
Actually, shoot, I mean, we kind of gave ourselves a little bit of a break for our artwork commissions next month.
Yeah.
I think we deserve it, man. And usually we take a break every year, and that's usually to work on content for ECT when we actually have like a live table.
Yeah, we usually take that whole month, right? October.
But it's kind of nice that we're going to be able to take it during December and kind of kick it with the fam and, enjoy the holidays and stuff.
It makes a lot of sense. People understand. I mean, we still got people left and right. When the slots are open up.
I know, man. It's like the minute that we open up those slots, man, it fills up. I feel bad for people because, people, if you're not around, like you snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
It is what it is, though.
It's pretty awesome, man.
Damn, so this time around, a lot of stuff dropped since you and I had like a podcast where we were talking back and forth. And today's big topic of discussion is, I'm going to just flash it on the screen for all the viewers.
Yeah.
We are talking a lot about the PlayStation 5.
This is going to make a lot of people salty.
Hey, yeah, me and Klev did get a PlayStation 5. And, we're here to just kind of talk about our experience getting it and what our initial thoughts are. And that's basically it. And, a little bit about Street Fighter,
Yeah.
So,
but first of all, thank you to our brother Still Devious. I just want to give a shout out to Still Devious, the God, for hooking us up.
Right. Yeah. So actually, let's talk about that. So I'll go first, I guess. So I had no intentions of getting a PS5. I know that's gonna sound crazy to all the viewers out there. Like I wasn't gonna be an early adopter, and I was gonna try to get one maybe a couple weeks in. My only real incentive for me getting a PlayStation 5 was so that I can help the process of testing fight sticks for the community and for the company Brook, which I do like YouTube videos for and stuff like that. So that was like my first early thing. Like the games that I wanted to see are, were announced, but they're not ready for launch. I was like, I could wait a little bit. But let's talk about Still though. You gave Still a shout out.
Yeah. I mean, the same way with me. Like I wanted to get a PlayStation 5. I never really got like a on release day console. Like I just never rated online or cared to. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I tried to get this one online, and everything was sold out like immediately. Like, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I tried. I stayed up till 12 and tried to get one, and it was gone at 12:15. Everyone's going crazy. The websites are crashing. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to stress over this. Like, if I happen to get one, I get one. And, it is what it is. I'll just wait next year. But, the gods Still Devious just happened to acquire 2 pre-orders for us. I mean, he's generous enough to let us purchase those pre-orders from him. Yeah. And I definitely jumped on board without any hesitation. I'm like, yeah, I want it. So that's essentially how I got it.
Mind you, Still could have easily flipped those for double. Yeah. So we owe him like a grip, man. We owe him like $1,000.
He already know the art in his beautiful new crib is on me. We're gonna bless that man cave. Yeah. Seriously, bro.
Yeah, so shout out to Still Devious, who's been on the podcast, guys. So shout out to Still Devious for hooking us up with those pre-orders. And first of all, I don't even know how he did that. Because he got himself one, and he got
and then the god graffiti. Yeah, he just keep getting them. I don't know, he got them both, the Xbox and the PlayStation. I'm like, man, some people just get lucky in the queue. I guess online they get lucky in the queue. Yo, Tech, if you hear this, Tectoro, I'm rooting for you. Hope you get one. He's been trying for so long, man.
Our boy Tectoro is trying to get one. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So yeah, that's our little experience, man. So let's talk about let's
go in. Like, let me know, man.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's pause on the games and let's talk about the hardware.
Yeah, let's talk about the console.
Yeah, let's talk about the hardware. So what do you think? I mean, mine's sitting right here. So
mine's sitting right here too.
Yeah.
And everyone was saying it's big, it's this and that. Huge. Let me tell you, this console is gorgeous.
It is.
Like, I want it to stand right there next to me. Like, it's awesome. And for me, I have a lot of books. So it's great if you have a lot of stuff and books or statues. It'll go right well. It's gorgeous looking piece of art, honestly. Yeah. I was shocked. At first, I was going to be like, man, this thing is clunky. It's heavy. When you pull out the box, isn't it heavy?
It is heavy.
Like, you pull out the box, it's heavy. I'm like, damn, where am I going to put this?
Right.
But it's still relatively thin. Like, it's still kind of relatively thin. You just squeeze it next to the TV and you're good. You're probably never going to move it again.
Yeah.
Like, the complaints about it being big is just ridiculous. Like, you're just never going to see that thing again once you set it up. But let me tell you, at first look, it looks like a spaceship doesn't even belong in my setup. I have to be honest. It looks like nothing looks like it that I have.
Uh-huh.
Nothing looks like it. So far, aesthetically, very pleasing to me. Yeah. I'm shocked at that. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think it was gonna be that good looking. Like, who cares about how the console looks? Honestly, right?
Yeah.
You just wanted to run.
So, I mean, on my part, it's actually it's huge.
It's huge. I mean, it is huge.
But I'm not really looking at it like it's
like a huge piece of clunk, right? It's just
it's tall. I have it vertical. You have it vertical or horizontal?
I have vertical, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I put it vertical, and the way my desk is, I basically have I'm looking at my setup, and my PS5 is on the left of my monitors, and my PC tower is on the right of my monitors, right? And my PC tower is white, like the same scheme, and like my speakers white and gray, same scheme.
Whoa, so you got it looking nice.
Yeah, it actually worked out perfect for me. So it looks great on my desk. It is huge. I'm pretty happy about the noise. Although some people have reported that there's like a hum to it already, but shit, I don't know. Like these arcade games are loud as fuck. You got the digital or the disc? Say again?
Digital. You got the digital or the disc?
I have the disc version.
Oh, all right. The digital has no noise, bro.
Okay.
Just absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I got a disc version. I mean, I still haven't put a disc in it. I should test it. But
you should probably test it.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't need to.
The
SSD drive is amazing. Like, why would you want a disc anyway?
Right, true.
Have the games run off the disc drive, the SSD.
So what do you think of like the just the overall interface, like the XMB, the cross media bar?
I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna be real with the people. I think the interface is still trash. It needs a lot of work. Mm-hmm. The card, there's like I don't want to. They give you way too much things you don't need when the cards, like those cards. Like, I just want the game I want to play next, and my friend list. I don't need all the trophies I acquire. Like, it replaces. Like, it just keeps filtering the things you've done, your activities. Like, when I pop that open, I want to immediately have my friend show up who's playing the game or whatever. Like, it needs a lot of adjustments. Okay. It needs some adjustments. Like, it's not very user friendly, I think, off the rip. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But maybe I haven't learned enough to navigate it enough. Because I just discovered you tap the button and you immediately interact with all notifications. Yeah. But if you hold the button down, you're not. So I didn't know you just tap it once. Whatever's popping up on the right, whatever notification that is, you tap this one, it goes into it. Whether it be a message or what's in it. I didn't know that. I was like holding on the menu to scroll down to my notifications and open up the notification. The typical PlayStation 4 stuff you would do.
Right.
But I didn't realize there were shortcuts. These are things I didn't know because I didn't watch any videos. I went blind with the interface. But besides that, I still think I don't really like it that much. It needs a lot of work. Like, I have to be honest. It's not fluent enough. But I'm pretty sure to get there. These things will evolve over time, so it doesn't really upset me that much. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. What about you?
For the most part, it's familiar. When you first launch into it, you're like, okay, cross media bar. I've been here before. PS3 days, PS4.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as I think the PS3, the way that they did it was very elegant. Where it was literally across, and you go left and right, and then you go up and down once you're in the menu. Yeah. I really like that hierarchy. This one, I feel you're right. It's a little clunky. The home button I was going to mention too, when I pressed the PS button, I wasn't really sure, why can't I just press... I'm used to long press to like put the console to sleep, like having that.
Yeah.
You know? Or I'm sure for fighting gamers too, they want to be able to disconnect their controller like a lot faster nowadays. You still kind of have to nav through a couple menus.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, it's familiar. It is a little clunky. They do advertise a lot. Like the minute you turn on your console, I'm like, where am I?
Like that. I'm like, you turn on and like there's another game back there on the wallpaper. Like that. Yeah. That's weird. I don't want that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want that.
Today's session, because I played a little bit of Persona today from the collection that they give you, which is awesome, by the way. We'll talk about that in a sec. But yeah, I was playing, and then I realized like I started watching like 2 of the ads. I was watching like the new Gran Turismo ad, and then I watched like the Ratchet and Clank ad. I was like, hold up, like how did I even get here? I just wanted to play Persona. Then I'm like, damn, I just fucking ingested some content.
They got you, bro.
Yeah, they got me. So other than that, I mean, these are just like nitpicky stuff, but I think hardware and like software wise, it's working. I've heard some bad things, like people having game crashes with Spider-Man. Is that true? But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely true.
Yeah,
and that's gonna happen regardless. Right. Like and that's
someone gonna
even years after there will be glitches or updates that mess it up. But it's good that they released a patch for it, and hopefully that helps people out. I'm not on the Spider-Man yet because I'm on Assassin's Creed. But there's a patch for the system itself, and there's a patch for Spider-Man apparently that came out. So hopefully that helps, mitigate or fix those little glitches that are happening.
Okay.
With everyone that's playing Spider-Man.
Cool.
Which is cool. This is a new generation, John.
Yes.
Instant fix almost. Instant fix.
Yeah.
Complaints are like heard all around the world instantly, bro. They got to get up on these, these updates, which are going to happen. I think they're going to happen frequently at the very beginning, because it's a new console.
I'm going to also start with, as far as software goes, the transition from my PlayStation 4 to the 5 was seamless. I
agree.
Yeah, I was budgeting like 4 to 5 hours, maybe 6 hours. I was just literally going to turn on the console, hit setup, and then wait for like half a day.
Yeah.
To my surprise, my whole console and everything transferred. And mind you, I'm on gigabit Ethernet, guys, so make sure you're on the wired Ethernet stuff. Don't be using Wi-Fi because that's really scrubby. Even if you don't play fighting games and your console is on Wi-Fi, like you're a scrub. I'm sorry, guys. Like I don't know how to tell you guys this, but you need to plug in your console. Like,
dude, yeah, man.
Yeah,
you got Wi-Fi. You definitely got a wire. Go get a wire, bro.
Go get a wire, bro. Yeah,
go get a wire.
For real. It's not that hard. Yeah. Anyway, I digress.
Wire,
but yeah, everything transferred over within an hour. And then I downloaded a game. It was like fast,
super fast, right?
Fast. Like I downloaded Ratchet and Clank today, just from the collection, and I literally hit download. I like went to the bathroom and it was done. Like I was like, what the hell?
What?
That would have taken like a century on a PlayStation 4.
Dude, John, you make such a key point. As I'll explain it later. Why, when you mention that, why that's a key point into moving forward into the next generation. Right. Convenience.
Okay.
And we're so anticipating the slowness of these older consoles. Right. We forget that there's some powerful stuff out there, bro.
Yeah.
Powerful equipment, and this is definitely next gen, bro.
Yes. I mean, I hate to compare it to this, but it really feels like it's very close to a PC as far as, and it's actually more streamlined than a PC because this thing has one job, Like,
it plays.
Yeah,
it plays a game.
Laser games and whatever PlayStation media.
And that's why I moved back to console, because I just want to turn the game on and I want it to play. Like I wanted to just turn the game on, play. I don't want to have to worry if my SD card is working or something else is malfunctioning or I'm not getting optimal game or optimal settings. You know what I mean? That's not me. Like I don't got much time, I just want to turn on rock and then go to sleep or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I don't want to keep adjusting stuff. But okay. So we lost track. Where are we at? We were talking about the main menu, stuff like that.
Yeah, just in general. I mean, I overall, guys, I know we're being kind of nitpicky, but I'm having a really positive experience.
Oh, I am having a great time, bro. Yeah. I'm enjoying. I'm happy.
Right.
I'm gonna just say I'm happy, and I'm pretty sure if I had an Xbox, I'll be happy as well because their system is set up very nice as well. Unfortunately, we don't have any opinions on that because we don't got it.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna duck out on Xbox. It's gonna take like for me to get an Xbox. It's gonna either take like something very specific. Like the specific is Street Fighter 6, which we'll talk about that later too. But Street Fighter 6 comes out and it just happens to run 100% better on Xbox hardware, like it did the X.
And that's possible,
right? And remember the 360 days when we had Street Fighter 4. It was by far the best experience to play Street Fighter 4 was on Xbox 360, and that could very well 100%. So that's from my perspective as a fighting game player. But what games have you gotten so far?
All right. So I've played against Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is, I mean, I don't know how to say this to you guys, but I like to rank things in terms of like, it's all right, you play it, and then it's like, is it crack? And by crack, I mean, is it Skyrim levels of crack? And Skyrim, if you don't know, took a lot of people's life bar, and by life bar, I mean like hours of your life playing that game. It's so good, so addictive. Valhalla is that. Wow. And it's better because on the next gen, everything's faster, fast travels faster, load time is faster, is running buttery smooth. I am impressed, and the game looks great. And another game I played that solidified next gen for me is Apex. And I want to say Apex, I'm going to say Apex, and it's not a next gen game. It's a previous gen game. Okay. And this is my point, and this is the reason why I like what you said before, is because I feel like people are missing what's really going on here. And what's really going on is that those old games that you played, you get to play them again on PlayStation 5, on the PS Collection, some of them. Right. And they are amazing. Apex is buttery smooth, 60 frame gold, no drop frames, no nothing, smooth. I run, I shoot, I feel like a god. On PlayStation 4, it was just glitchy. I don't know if I'm going to even get connected to the server. The frame rates are dropping it's not a solid 60 frames, they're dropping. But the PlayStation 5, solid 60 no matter what's happening on screen. Yeah. Bro, people are saying, oh, there's no games out. You know what I mean? There's no games out. There's no next gen. Dude, that's not the point. You guys are missing out. Go play like an old game that's available on PlayStation 5. You're going to be like blown. Like, oh, shit. This is how Devil May Cry is supposed to play at 60 frames a second or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like, all the haters would be like, hey, could have had that on PC, but
yeah.
Right. But dude, it's here. It may have taken a while, but we have a PC experience on a console now.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly what I mean. Like, if you ever want to play those games at those frame rates and smooth and buttery smooth, go download them. Whatever's available at the PS Collection right now. Right. And I just have to say, bro, I'm playing Ratchet and Clank. The game came out in 2015. Mm-hmm. Bro, that game looks gorgeous. The frame rate's amazing. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah. Like, I want to go back and I can't wait till more games come to the collection so I could play them as they were truly intended.
Yo, guys. If you don't know what we're talking about, they bundled when you launched your PlayStation 5 and you went to the store. I think you have to have a PS5 for people to access this, correct, Klev? Like,
I believe so, and a PlayStation Plus, I believe.
Yes, PlayStation Plus, and then when you launch PS5, you get access to like the greatest hits of PlayStation 4. And when we say greatest hits, bro, like all the hits are there. Like all the games I didn't buy because all I play is Street Fighter. I now own the games now. I'm playing Persona. I can't even use. I don't even know how to use this thing. All I play are fight sticks. I'm talking about the DualSense guys for the listeners. But I don't. I was like, damn. I got to play all these old games, and then we were just talking about playing Monster Hunter. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3 is on there, right? Is that right?
I think Black Ops 3.
Oh, Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3.
And you can definitely play Modern Warfare, which I haven't not tried yet, and I could imagine 60 frames of buttery smooth. Right. I could imagine, bro.
What else is on there?
There's God of War, Resident Evil, I think 7. Right. 7. God of War, Resident Evil 7. What is the Second Son or something like that? What was that called?
Man, hold on. I have a photo of it. Let's see. Crash Bandicoot, God of War.
Oh yeah, the tradition. The trilogy.
Mortal Kombat 10.
No, 11.
No, 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 10 is free. 11 you gotta buy. Fallout 4, you said, right? Mm-hmm. Last Guardian, Uncharted,
Uncharted 4, I believe.
Yeah, I said Black Ops. Black Ops 3, Days Gone, Detroit, Batman.
I'm gonna try Detroit. That's gotta look gorgeous. Batman's gotta be gorgeous. Wait, that's Arkham Knight, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna go download that, bro. Like I've been saying, people are missing out on really the last gen games running buttery smooth is a different game,
right?
And I think that everyone should experience that. Like honestly,
I instantly felt gratification when I loaded up when the data transfer was done, because it's like, every time there's a new generation in the past, we've been around a long ass time. I'm talking about since like NES days, and then you got this. You couldn't play those old games.
We were there,
right? Yeah, you had to put those games away, or maybe have it still hooked up, but you still had to turn on that other system. This was just like I turned the PS5 on. I seen my library come over from my PlayStation 4, and I was just like, wow! Like I really felt the protection of my investment, in the platform. And within the last year, I actually switched to playing on PC mainly, right? But it just felt nice that I got a new device and everything was still intact, and I didn't really lose my investment, or I didn't have to like shelf something or have to hook up the console in another place other than my main setup just to play those old games. Like, no, they're right here. And that's a beautiful feeling. And I think that also it's the same way on Xbox too, from what I hear, right?
Yeah, I mean, they have listened to a lot of the community, I guess, and seamlessness is key. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Yeah. Awesome,
it's great.
All right, moving on. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and so we're gonna be talking about this thing, which is the DualSense. This controller. Yeah. Let me tell you something from someone that doesn't play on a controller often, because I'm the fight stick guy. And then one day we're on Discord and Klev's like, dude, you gotta play freaking Astro's Playroom.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right. I was like, I guess. Oh, by the way, that's like the most godlike game, first of all.
It is.
Guys, back to the games. That game is godlike. You know what's funny? One of our boys, was it Graffiti? Graffiti deleted it.
Yeah, he deleted it.
The game. Like, what? Are you stupid or something, bro? Shout out to Graffiti. But that game is it's godlike, and it really does show off the power of this DualSense. And man, what freaked me out, first of all, the hand feel of the controller is a little big for my hands. I got small hands, and it's not as comfortable to me as the previous controller. But nothing I can't get used to, not a big deal. For some people, that's not even a thing. The buttons feel nice. The D-pad's nice. Everything feels as expected. For the most part, it's pretty comfortable to use. I like the white scheme. I like the Stormtrooper look. To me, I love it. But playing Astro's Playroom, and the first time that I had to use the triggers, the adaptive triggers, and feeling the pressure from the triggers and the feedback. And they can even add points where it's like, okay, once you overcome the point, then it snaps back. I was blown away.
Yo, John, when that happened, me and my girl was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Because you don't feel it. Yo, you don't feel anything here.
Nothing. When the controller is just idle, it just feels like a standard trigger. But the minute that turns on, and then, oh my God. And then I'm sure you noticed too, just the subtle in that game when you're just walking, it has haptic feedback of like tiny steps.
Like tiny steps.
Tiny steps.
And then they combine the audio. I don't know how they did it. They combine the audio that's coming out your controller, by the way, with the tiny little steps. And if you're stepping on something metal, it feels like metal.
Yeah.
Because of the sound and the vibration. It's like ting, ting, ting. And just the way everything comes together, it gives you that, I'm on metal. I'm sliding around on metal.
Right.
It's bro. Yeah. This is the future, bro.
I don't know if you got to that.
To be the future.
If you got to that part in Astros where you had to like blow a section.
Oh my God!
I mean, I know that's been done on Nintendo.
It's kind of gimmicky, but still,
it's
cool.
My dumb ass, like I was like, what do you mean blow? I can't. I was pressing every button. I'm pressing like mashing everything, and then I was just like, and I actually blew into the thing, and that shit fucking flew away on the screen. I done lost my goddamn mind. My old ass, I was just like, what just happened?
What is this?
And that's when I text you. I'm like, yo, this game is godlike.
Dude, it's godlike, and if that's the future of this controller, when the video game companies like Insomniac start taking advantage of that, bro, it's going to change the game. Like this controller is the future of video games. And this controller, like,
I now understand why Sony said that certain PlayStation controllers, like fight sticks and stuff, will work, but it may not work on all games because of all these extra features. Like in Astro's Playroom, if you did not have the DualSense controller, it is not playable.
You can't
play it, and that's where it really hit home for me. I'm like, now I get why they say you have to use this controller. Yeah, so
it's great, and there's a part in the game what actually blew my mind as well is when you jump into a monkey bot.
Oh yes,
and then you're wall climbing.
Yes,
so you're kind of moving your controller like this to swing the arm, like you're moving it to swing the arm, and then you press trigger to grab. Right. So you're doing like a little monkey climbing, and then you gotta like swing yourself, bro.
Yeah, I mean, for our listeners, you literally have to move the controller, not the D-pad or the analog pad. Yeah,
it's just growing up, like you'll see like your parents or somebody who don't know games do that shit. Like they start leaning.
Yeah.
You ever see them just start leaning for no reason?
Right.
Now the lean actually means things.
You have to actually lean.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. But
crazy.
Wow, man, I can't wait to the real like God of War Ragnarok's probably going to take advantage of that. It's like you're going to feel like a beast. Well, imagine tearing something apart and feeling the snap, like feeling the bone snap, like let's say Doom, the rip and tear. Bro, I'm telling you, it's going to change the game. I can see. I'm usually good at this type of stuff. This is going to change the game for real.
I think, and also the the touchpad. It's like basically a trackpad.
Yeah, no, it's so smooth now. You forget that it's there. Actually, a lot of the times you forget that this is touchable.
Yes,
like,
and part of the game is like when you get to like the rope, it's like a slingshot type thing, and then you actually have to flick the touchpad, and it literally it's. Man, anyway, guys, if you have a PlayStation 5 and you ignored Astro's Playroom, just do yourself a favor and play it. It's freaking godlike. Play that game.
One last thing. Like, I remember that, like, somebody, like, I was playing Apex, and my brother came in and take my headset off. Mind you, I'm using my PlayStation 4 headset. It works with it still.
Oh, nice.
Perfectly, right? So I take it off, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of combat, talking to my brother, leave. I'm like, fuck shit, there's somebody behind him. And you have a built-in mic here. There's no excuse to have a mic anymore. The mic's in here. So I'm playing Apex. I'm like, oh, shit, you can hear me? They're like, yeah, bro, yo, behind you. From my mouth to the mic, and they heard it. And it has a mute button that you press right there, and it'll mute the mic, which is awesome.
Wow.
So it's never on. Dude, amazing. Thank you very much for including a mic, because I'm tired of people with no damn headsets on Apex. Now there's no excuse.
Damn, let's go. Yeah, honestly, I didn't even know about that mute button.
You see?
Right. Crazy. Anyway, yeah, so honestly, the controller has made the PlayStation 5 experience, even better. I think that's the star of the show.
I would agree.
Yeah, the DualSense is incredible, man. So, yep, that's that kind of leads us to the next thing. So,
that's all you, baby.
Yeah, I did get the PlayStation 5. And the first thing I did was made a YouTube video, and I basically broke down how this works with fighting games and like the current, selection of fighting games. So let me just summarize this really quick. All right. So for instance, you have the Quamba Obsidian,
Yeah.
Yes, I have the same version, except it's the white one called the Pearl. That one, for some reason, you can play PlayStation 5 games on, right? So it kind of depends on what company your fight stick is from. And I'll tell you right now, the guys at Brook who make all the custom PCBs for all the custom sticks, what's today? Today is the 19th in the US. Right now, it's actually the 20th in Taiwan, and that's where they're from. And today's the launch day for PS5 there. So they were using me as a guy, like, just to kind of test out beta software, and none of the stuff they sent me was working. They were like, you know what, we have to wait till the 20th because that's when we're going to get our console. So for those controllers, like I just said, that didn't have full functionality, that may get overturned as some of the companies that work on this stuff, maybe come up with some new firmware. So we'll see. So easy statement is that any PS4 game that you used to use a like fight stick with, it's gonna work. PlayStation 5 is like 50-50 depending on what company brand controller you're using. But like I said, there's not really any reason to use a fight stick for a PlayStation 5 game at the moment, right? There's no fighting game where you gotta wait for
obviously Street Fighter 5, it's
available. No, I'm talking about native PS5 game. Like this is a PlayStation 5 game,
Oh
no. Yeah. So we're good right now. So it's almost like time is on the side for fighting gamers who have a PlayStation 5. So that's kind of like my early report, guys. That will change. You'll probably see me make some content on my channel regarding some updates with that stuff, and also Twitter and all that stuff, Instagram. But that's just like my early testing on like fight sticks and like the Brook boards that everybody uses for their custom sticks. And it's been cool. I did that video like literally the minute that I unboxed my PlayStation, and the community appreciated it, and I told them I'd get back to them and stuff. So that's where we're at with that. But
that's awesome. It's important information, especially for the fighting people. The fighting game.
So have you gotten to play Street Fighter on the PS5 yet?
I actually, we did it for the rival schools. I installed it, but I've just been busy experiencing like all the new games and the old games and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I haven't really played Street Fighter 5 yet online, which I'm looking forward to. Hopefully I get into a lobby when you guys make it. But
okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it runs smoothly, but like, is it true about those frames? Like the less frames on PlayStation? Is that really true? Like I looked for it. I didn't find anything at all.
Here's my take on this. There's a tweet by let me find it. There's a tweet, and shout out to our boy Taj, because Taj sent me this link. This guy Noodles on Twitter actually tested the input lag difference between PlayStation 4 and 5, and there was roughly like a 1 frame difference between the 4 and the 5, and the 4 is actually faster. Okay, so you guys can already start that conversation where, well, that's not good, and X, Y, and Z, and all the pros are gonna hate it. But you have to understand another thing. What we already talked about this. All the PlayStation 4 games running on PlayStation 5 run freaking amazing.
It's amazing. The load times alone is worth it. I'll take that minus 1 frame so I can load Street Fighter 5 faster.
Yeah. So the load time for Street Fighter 5, I actually counted one time because we were testing it on my stream, and I counted it was 53 seconds from when I hit launch SF5 into I can play the game now. And I think when I did that, if you do that for PlayStation 4, it's like 4 minutes. I have the old ass PS4, the black joint, the original, and like I would like make dinner and then come back, and I would pray that it was.
No, John, they've made it. They condition us like that, John. We'll turn it on. I'll be right back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I switched to PC, because PC is like 30 seconds, and I'm in the menu. Right. So okay, that sucks. That sucks on the 1 frame part. But here's the other. So I played a full like 4 hours on the PS5 online. Playing like my normal grind of playing Street Fighter, and basically you're kind of right. That 1 frame gets negated by how well the game performs online versus PlayStation 4. So I literally played for like 3 hours. All my matches, I wasn't seeing that stutter that the PlayStation 4 has on the screen. That weird graphical stutter when you can barely tell if you're moving, if you ate a frame. That's gone. It was smooth. It doesn't look like PC, but it plays like PC.
And mind you, there is no official PlayStation 5 update for Street Fighter 5.
No, so it's
playing the game meant for last gen.
Yes.
There is no true. It's not a true. It's like literally passing over, but it's not optimal yet. Yes. And I'm pretty sure it's coming.
So I'm pretty sure they will actually optimize it for PlayStation 5.
Dude, and when they do, John, it's going to be probably Street Fighter 4 levels of loading up a match. I'm almost certain.
I hope so. I hope so.
Like literally, I had to download Street Fighter. I forgot before Rival Fools, and it was done in like 15, 20 minutes, bro. It makes my internet seem like it's godlike, and I know it's not.
Yeah,
it really does. Like, dude, that's what I'm saying to everyone, that you're gonna notice the performance over any game, no matter what. Like, that's gonna make you happy.
right.
Like, that's gonna make you so happy. How quick you can get into the game, how quick you can play a game and get out, download a game, sometimes when PlayStation 4, if I had an update, I had to wait 30-something minutes to play Apex, because now I have an Apex update or a console update.
Mm-hmm.
Not with this baby. This baby is done in like 10 minutes, bro. You better sit there and get ready.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it. I really enjoy it.
That's a beautiful thing, man. But yeah, so basically what I'm telling you guys is, yes, there's been reported there's a one frame input lag for Street Fighter, but if you're gonna play online, because that's the only thing you can do. Like, I would probably still take my PS4 to a local if we had locals and we weren't in freaking COVID hell right now. If we were setting up a local tournament, I would bring my PlayStation 4 and not my 5 because of that one frame lag, because it's offline, right? Mm-hmm. But I would much rather play on my PlayStation 5 online, because everything else probably negates that lag. You're probably dropping how many frames anyway, based just on the PlayStation 4 hardware online.
On its old processing stuff. Yeah.
So that's just, the easy way to sum it up. But yeah, speaking of Street Fighter, and I think this is our last topic for the podcast, but God. They got hacked, right?
They got hacked big time. And it's not just something that's light. They have 1 terabyte of files. They only released, this is coming from the God Cue Ball, they only really released 60 gigabytes of it.
Uh-huh.
And it's already been a lot of information. Like, holy snap, bro. Right. It's crazy.
So for the listeners who haven't kind of heard about this news, they got hacked. And, the demands, Capcom said, F you, hackers, and they didn't agree to the demands, which was like $1 million, whatever. Like, it was
like $10 million of Bitcoin.
$1 billion. And then what the hacker said was, okay, like, we're going to release the data if you guys don't pay up. And here they are releasing the data. So I have a little, on my tablet, I have some of the...
You have the list?
Well, no, I have the leaks that they got from the hack. So, all right, I'll just say it out loud. So they have basically dropped the biggest names, biggest like IPs, and it's like the schedule. So Resident Evil Outbreak, Q4 of 21, right? Dragon's Dogma 2, Q2 of 22, Street Fighter 6. Q3 of 22. Mega Man, right? Mega Man Match, it's called. I don't even know what that is. Is that a fighting game? Oh, shit. Q3 of 22. Resident Evil 4 Remake, Q4 22. Monster Hunter 6.
Big one.
Yeah, Q2 of 23. Biohazard Apocalypse, Q3 23. Super Street Fighter 6, Q4 of 23. Okay, this is the one that freaked me out, because I didn't even think it was on.
No, these are big.
Final Fight Remake. What?
Bro,
Q2 24.
Yes.
Crazy.
If this is true, I mean, man, that's like 3 more years out, though.
Ready? Next one. Power Stone Remake. 24. Right? Q3 of 24. Then Ultra Street Fighter 6. Q4 of 24. Resident Evil Hank. Resident Evil Hank. Likely Hunk.
Likely Hunk.
Anyway, Q4 24. So like this is like big IPs that this data leak dropped.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It's big. It's big. If you want to get into it, like which one really, besides those two, like which one you think really? I mean, there's only like one official that we already know is in development, which is Street Fighter 6. We already know that's in development. The rest are, even though that's a 5-year plan, I think it is, it's still like, projects get canceled, projects end, they don't, turn out. So that's still like take it with a grain of salt on this list.
Correct.
Because we don't know what's going to happen from this year to the next. Granted, COVID messed a lot of things up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm pretty sure that timeline probably ain't even accurate, to be honest.
But it shows you what they're working on.
Yeah, that's actually.
I would have never guessed a Final Fight and a Power Stone coming out.
Dude, like I wish that was sooner. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I wish that was like this year. I mean, next year, early next year.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I would love that. Those two, I would love it.
Right.
I would love it. But it's pretty exciting times, bro. And remember, John, that's only 60 gigabytes of information. Lord knows if more information on Street Fighter 6, mm-hmm. I'm looking to see if they're gonna talk about the mechanics. What was the issue was the mechanics. I would love to get into the details on is my prediction, John, and I would love for this leak to somehow confirm this. Is Street Fighter 6 Capcom's Everyone's Here? Because if you notice, John, there's not no other fighting game on that list. Right. We're talking 5-year plan, only one fighting game on that list. Mm-hmm. That's a cause of concern, especially for the Marvel fans and the Darkstalkers fans. This is why I'm calling Street Fighter 6 of we're all here, because they're going to bring both those teams. I feel like they're going to bring them, both communities, they're going to bring them in with the team mechanic that they talked about.
So, I mean, I don't know if you guys know a little bit of what happened over at Capcom, but to summarize it, Ono-san basically failed big time when he first presented Street Fighter 6. And mm-hmm. It wasn't looking good. It didn't go well with the testers. Like, they thought it was garbage. Like, something bad happened, and it basically caused him to get demoted. And, and you guys know he resigned. I don't know if that's that's just super general, but, this is what's coming down the pipeline. And the reason why there's Dan and Rose and Oro and, Akira coming out as a Season 5 for Street Fighter 5 is because they needed a year to fix what the hell was wrong. One of those things that he got a lot of feedback was this team mechanic type thing that may have been good or bad. So we don't really know. I'm excited, but you're saying that, okay, this is like Capcom's only fighting game, and then we kind of have this, roadmap, and they're putting all their eggs in Street Fighter. So
I'm going to say that. But John, business wise, it's not that far fetched. It's not crazy. Business wise, it's not that crazy. Every look at that list. Every one of those a banger that makes Capcom money.
Yeah,
every one of them.
Right.
I'm sorry to say this, but we're a niche community. You know what I'm saying? We are a niche community, and they're already spending hundreds of $millions on all these other IPs, and I figure they're going to focus on one fighting game. Maybe the best thing. They put everybody, every key person on it, every talent on it. It could be beneficial. Like, I have no doubts that this could be awesome.
Make it a little bit Marvel-y,
Yeah, like this a little bit Marvel-y, but having a team mechanic alone tells me it's Marvel-y.
Yeah,
it's gonna have something. You're definitely gonna probably have an assist. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be hitting missiles.
Yo, it worked. I know you guys hate this freaking game, but Street Fighter Cross Tekken was fun.
Oh. It's fun, and it still is fun, and there's still an amazing community for it.
Yeah,
and they host great tournaments for it.
It's fun game, dude. So, and I have a blast. Like I played a couple sets the other day with Still, just because he like, let's play. I'm like, all right, bet. And it's really fun to play, being able to tag out Street Fighter characters. Anyway.
I'm looking forward to see what other information comes. And it's exciting times. I mean, as a gamer, John, a new generation's approaching. I'm excited. I'm happy, bro. I love video games, and I cannot be more happier. And I'm for Xbox. I'm most likely gonna get an Xbox Game Pass because I believe that honestly, that's going to be the future.
Yes.
I mean, I believe if any company that's going to do it, it's going to be Xbox. And I'll just wait later on to get a console if we need one. But I doubt I'm going to need one. If I'm going to get a PC, I'm just going to use Xbox Pass. And I'm ready to rock, bro. Let's go. Next gen is here, baby. I'm happy.
Yeah, man. All right. To close it out, what are the next 3 games that you're probably going to buy for your PlayStation 5?
Okay, so I'm definitely going to cop Spider-Man eventually. Okay. I didn't beat the original one, so I'm going to get that one. They updated the patch and all the stuff, so I'm not worried about those glitches. So, but that's after Valhalla. Valhalla I already got. It's gonna be a long game, bro. It's gonna be a long game. After that, you know what I'm waiting for, baby. Cyberpunk 2077. That's next month, and I'm kind of happy they pushed it back, so I'm able to play it on next gen and really enjoy it. John, we're gonna get you in that game. We're gonna get you in that game. You're gonna love that game.
I've seen the ads, but I still I don't really get it.
You're just gonna download it. You're gonna play it. You're just gonna be all set. Next thing you know, we're gonna see you with like holographic hair and a jacket.
Oh no! I'm gonna fucking
Cyberpunk John. Let's go.
LEDs my jacket. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So what about you, man? Well, I mean,
the games that I'm excited about are that like immediately especially when the PS5 games were being released was Gran Turismo 7. You know.
Oh yes.
I am. Yeah. I mean, I'm just for all the viewers. I have a race set up over there, right? I got a race set up over there, and I still play GT Sport. You know, so Gran Turismo 7 for sure. That is definitely a day one buy. Ratchet and Clank looks incredible to me. I'm not that big on like platformers, but something about that game, it's just visually amazing. You know, that looked really good. Like I'm like, damn, I want to buy that game. Definitely Guilty Gear, right?
Oh yeah,
definitely Guilty Gear. I think that's going to be the game that's going to time. If Street Fighter, if these updates don't pan out for Street Fighter, I might just take a back seat on Street Fighter, play Guilty Gear, and until Street Fighter 6 comes out. So that's 3. But and the other game that was like really piquing my interest is that game Stray. Remember?
The cat.
Yeah, the cat.
You fell in love with that trailer, man. I'm looking forward to it too. But like you make me hype for it.
Game's lit. I have no clue what it's gonna be about, but it just looks so interesting that I want to buy it. But yeah, that's gonna close out my list right now. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of stuff announced. And,
as things come on, and
it's exciting.
Yeah, man.
We're in a new gen. We're in a new gen. I honestly think like the PlayStation 5 is like the generation really starts in 21, instead of 2020. We're like a month away from 21. But that's like the start. That's when the big title games are dropping, like Cyberpunk, and everything seems to be coming out next year. So having this console, I almost feel like I got it early. And I understand why a lot of people want to wait because of all these AAA titles, which is great. But it's just nice to kind of know that like, hey, like I'm ready to go, man. Like you said, if it comes down to it, I'll just get a Xbox Pass and rock on PC because PC seems to be like the Xbox basically announced that they're going to drop a lot of their titles on the Pass as well as be able to run on PC as well. Yeah. So that's freaking amazing. I think PC and PlayStation 5 is like that's what you should have as a gamer.
I think that's the dual.
The dual,
right? And yeah, man. I mean, again, like we still have the hold off on where would Street Fighter 6 be optimal because that's where we're going to be playing, regardless of what console it is.
Right.
I mean, the PC heads are going to be PC heads, obviously.
Right.
But I mean, for terms of consoles, like which one's going to be more optimal, which one's probably more convenient. That's still up in the air. We don't know what locals are going to push. You know what I mean? It may be easier to hook up Street Fighter 6 on Xbox Series S because it's small, portable, and easy to set up. Right. That might be the standard console to the FGC. We don't know. And the reason why I'm saying that because honestly, I don't want to be lugging around my PlayStation 5 to no console, to no local.
Yeah.
I don't even think this thing is portable like that, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? You probably felt the same way lugging around your PS4 when you first got it. And you're like, I'm not gonna bring this. This is too nice. But like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, you know what? Maybe maybe. But, I don't know.
By the time a year passes, everyone's gonna have a PS5, and it's just gonna be.
Yeah. You could be right. You could be right. But you know what, John? I'm happy. I can't wait till everyone get one. I just can't wait till everyone get. I want everyone to be able to get one eventually. I hope the Discord brothers get them soon. Like I can't wait, bro. It's awesome. The system is great. Apparently both systems are done well. And yeah, that's about all I got, bro.
All right, guys. All right. Well, this wraps up, this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content. And, follow us everywhere. We're on, Spotify. We're on Apple. All that good stuff. We're also posting these on my YouTube channel. And thanks to everybody who already did subscribe. And thanks to the Discord and everyone who follows me and Klev on Twitch. and JXK Designs. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful, next gen launch.
Let's go.
All right. Once again, it's Johnny Phrase. You got our boy Klev over here. And we out. Critical Art. We out. Peace.